Barcelona lose once again as they of course are beaten by Rayo Vallecano and Madrid. And I don't even know what to say. Like, everything that we've discussed on this channel and everything that we've discussed in terms of the Barcelona fan channels as a whole is the fact that this Barcelona team, to put it simply, isn't good enough. And I think we saw that once again today. Now, to be fair, this was a team that we all thought would go out there and win. Yes, we of course were not able to have De Jong after of course he picked up an injury during the week in the El Clasico, and of course we knew that there would be no Ansu Fati, who of course got injured earlier today due to the fact that he had some problems in his knee. But really, is beating Rayo Vallecano without those two players that hard of a task when we have the players that we have? Yes, we don't have the best players in the world, and I don't think any Barcelona fan expects us to go out to that kind of team in such a hostile atmosphere and beat them comfortably. But the one thing that we do expect is to actually just get a result and move on, because in places like this, that's what you have to do. Today, once again, under the RONALD KOEMAN managerial time, we still haven't managed to win these kinds of games. Where of course we're not at our best, but we just have to get a result, and we're not doing it. And it's been the same story for so long under this manager. Now, we're not expecting RONALD KOEMAN to go out there and beat Liverpool or any big team. We're expected to beat teams that are mid-table. And yes, this team currently is in a good position, but they're nowhere near the position that we have to be in, which is top half of the table and in the top 4 of La Liga. They're in the top 4. A team that did so bad last year, a team that is nowhere near the quality of Barcelona, is in the top 4. While us, a team that are supposed to be challenging with Real and Atletico along with Real Sociedad and Sevilla, we are sitting mid-table. And that's what this club has become in La Liga, a mid-table side. We managed to just get results, but not results that are convincing. And the days where we do look like a better team, we're not getting results. I know we're going through a transitional phase, but to be fair, Real Madrid are also going through a transitional phase. And it's not that big of an overstatement to say the fact that Real Madrid and Barcelona have very similar teams in terms of talent. And I'm not expecting us to be challenging right beside Real, but I'm expecting us to be up there in the top 4, in the top 6 of this league, because we have a team that are capable of doing that. But with RONALD KOEMAN, it's the same thing over and over again. We're just not seeing any progress, and it's becoming to a stage where it's just frustrating for Barcelona fans, because it's okay for the first year where we're not seeing that much progress, but it's just getting progressively worse as the years go by with this manager. We got this manager in 2020. It's been 1 year that he's been at the club. It doesn't even look like we're going to qualify with the Champions League round of 16 with the way that everything is going. Can we even qualify for the Champions League next season with the way that the table is at the moment? Well, that's actually a really big doubt, as the other teams like Sociedad, like Sevilla, like now Rayo Vallecano are getting the points against Barcelona because they know how to play against us. It's very clear for almost everyone to play against us. The way that these kinds of teams play against us, the way Real Madrid played against us, is by sitting deep, arguably just parking the bus and hitting us on the counter. Any team that watches Barcelona, any team that knows Barcelona to its most basic level, knows the fact that Barcelona struggle to break down a deep block. And we saw that once again today against Rayo Vallecano. They had nearly 30% of the possession, very less. We know Barcelona are going to dominate the ball. So just sit there with 2 lines of 4 or 5 and a 4. Just sit in their own half. Barcelona do what they do by passing the ball long and creating nothing. The same story we saw today. I know people are going to immediately point out the missed penalty by Depay, but even though Depay missed the penalty, we hadn't seen enough chances. We hadn't seen that domination that we expect from Barcelona. And it's just the same story over and over again. Against Real Madrid, we created almost nothing. Yes, we had the ball in the opposition half. Yes, in the beginning of that game, we played okay. But it's the same story that we saw. Absolutely no creation in the final half. And we've been seeing this time and time and time again. We saw this against Benfica, where once again we struggled to do anything with the possession. And those kinds of teams just hit us on the counter and beat us comfortably. We saw that today too, where Rayo Vallecano were, of course, in a good position. They were never really under threat because they knew that Barcelona could do absolutely nothing with the ball at our feet. It's the same story we're going to keep seeing until the end of the season. And yes, I agree the fact that Koeman is really being given a really average squad at the moment, with Dembele, Araujo, Pedri, Ansu Fati, of course De Jong, all 5 of their key players being out, along with the fact that Aguero still hasn't regained his complete fitness. It's really difficult for any manager to actually create a team that will be very good at this stage. But still, with the players we have, like Coutinho in the midfield, who can definitely create something, with Busquets, with Nico Gonzalez, who had an amazing game, we can't forget that today. But with Nico, with the players up front like Depay, with Luke de Jong, who, yes, he's not a great player, but he can provide something. These players are without doubt better than that Rayo Vallecano team, which if I asked any La Liga fan or any Barcelona fan, they probably couldn't name half of their starting 11. Well, for Barcelona, most fans could, and that's the problem. We're seeing the same problem over and over again with Barcelona. Unless we fix the manager, get a few players, and especially a number 10 that can actually do something in midfield, unlike Coutinho, then we won't go any farther than we are right now. We're going to be a mid-table team. And yes, if we bring in another manager like Xavi, who plays a style of play in outside that is very attractive, even a Barcelona legend and a player that knows the club, can't do anything that's too different from what Koeman can do. So it's the same story for Barcelona once again. It's frustrating as a Barcelona fan. We see these kinds of performances so often now, and we can't even say, oh, it's just one bad day at the office, because it's not. It's almost every day that we go into a game, we see the fact that Barcelona are losing or playing absolutely rubbish. And against the big games, in the big games where teams like Liverpool, like teams like Paris Saint-Germain, with the pace they have up front, they're just going to sit back and counter us. And that seems to be the solution for all teams against Barcelona. And unless we find a way to fix ourselves defensively and actually sharpen up when we are facing counters and do more when we have possession, this is going to be the same story for Barcelona fans and Barcelona as a team overall. So another bad day at the office, but we just have to keep going as Barcelona fans and hope that the next game will be better. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more transfer news and of course news about Mbappe. Click the video on your right. Thanks again and catch you in the next one.